Hello and welcome to What Happens When. The last days of 2024 will always be remembered in South Korea as a time of great sadness. The nation was struck by an unimaginable tragedy that left a deep scar on the hearts of many. On December 29th, the nation paused, united in grief, as news spread of the terrible crash of Jeju Air Flight 2216. The airwaves were filled with sorrowful announcements, and people everywhere were glued to their screens, trying to comprehend the magnitude of the disaster. The Boeing 737-800 flying from Bangkok, Thailand to Muan International Airport crashed during its final descent, taking the lives of 174 people. The crash site was a scene of devastation, with emergency services working tirelessly amidst the wreckage. This disaster reminds us how fragile life is and the dangers of air travel. It serves as a stark reminder that despite technological advancements, the unpredictability of life remains ever present. It has deeply affected the nation. The South Korean flag flew at half-mast and communities came together in collective mourning, holding memorial services to honor the victims. The flight, with 175 passengers and 6 crew members, was on a normal trip, connecting people and places. It was supposed to be a routine journey, filled with the usual anticipation of reuniting with loved ones or embarking on new adventures. Instead, it became a symbol of heartbreak, a stark reminder of how unpredictable life can be. Families were left in tears, comforting each other as they tried to make sense of their sudden loss. As families cope with losing their loved ones, the nation mourns together, seeking answers. Candlelight vigils were held, and communities gathered to support one another, sharing their grief and seeking solace in unity. The tragedy has reached beyond South Korea, shocking the global aviation community and bringing condolences from world leaders. The international response was overwhelming, with messages of sympathy pouring in from all corners of the globe. Losing so many lives at once reminds us that we are all connected and share grief across borders. The world stood in solidarity with South Korea, showing that in times of tragedy, humanity comes together as one. After this tragedy, the nation wants answers, accountability, and comfort. Protests erupted, with people demanding a thorough investigation and accountability from those responsible. The investigation into the crash continues, searching for the truth to help the grieving families and prevent future catastrophes. Aviation safety experts are meticulously examining the wreckage, determined to uncover the cause and ensure such a tragedy never happens again. The last moments of Jeju Air Flight 2216 were terrifying, a rapid shift from routine to disaster in the skies above Muan International Airport. What started as a normal flight quickly turned into a nightmare for everyone on board. At 8:57 a.m. local time, a routine message was transmitted over the radio. The pilots were in communication with air traffic control, discussing their approach and expected landing time. Air traffic controllers, vigilant as always, issued a warning to all incoming flights about the potential for bird strikes near the airport. This was a standard precautionary measure, but it would soon become critically important. Just a minute later, at 8:58 a.m., the first sign of trouble emerged. The radar showed anomalies in the flight path of Flight 2216, causing concern among the air traffic controllers. The pilot of Flight 2216 sent a mayday signal, a desperate cry for help that shattered the morning calm. The situation had escalated rapidly, and the crew was now facing a serious emergency. The next few seconds were a flurry of activity. Air traffic controllers sprang into action, coordinating efforts to assist the stricken aircraft. Every second counted as they tried to guide the plane to safety. But at 9 a.m., Flight 2216, with its landing gear malfunctioning, attempted a desperate landing. The pilots were doing everything they could to bring the plane down safely, but the odds were stacked against them. The plane skidded off the runway, unable to stop. The emergency landing had failed, and the aircraft was now out of control. At 9:03 a.m., just 5 minutes after the Mayday call, the unthinkable happened. The plane, now on fire, crashed into a fence at the edge of the airport. Flight 2216, engulfed in flames, came to a devastating end. The crash not only marked the end of the flight, but also the tragic loss of all lives on board. The final moments of Jeju Air Flight 2216 will forever be remembered as a heartbreaking tragedy. The crash of Jeju Air Flight 2216 took the lives of 174 people, leaving a hole in the lives of many families and friends. The victims, a diverse group, represented all kinds of people. Families returning from vacations, business travelers with their plans, and young students with their dreams, all lost their lives. Most of the passengers, 173, were from South Korea. 2 people from Thailand also died in the crash. 2 flight attendants miraculously survived, injured but alive. The families of the victims now face rebuilding their lives. The support from South Korea and the world gives hope during this sad time, showing that even in terrible tragedy, kindness and support can be found. After the Jeju Air Flight 2216 tragedy, a careful investigation is looking for the cause of the crash. Experts are studying the wreckage, flight data, and the final moments to find the truth. They want to prevent another disaster and help the grieving families. The search for truth continues, showing the strength of those seeking justice. The Boeing 737-800 is part of the next generation series of the Boeing 737 family. This series was designed to offer improved performance, greater fuel efficiency, and enhanced passenger comfort compared to its predecessors. The 737-800 model in particular has been a favorite among airlines for its versatility and reliability. It came out in the late 1990s and became popular with airlines because it's efficient and reliable. The aircraft's design allows it to operate on both short and medium-haul routes, making it a flexible option for various airline needs. Its advanced avionics and aerodynamic improvements have contributed to its widespread adoption. This plane can carry up to 189 passengers and fly over 3,000 nautical miles. The spacious cabin and modern amenities provide a comfortable experience for travelers, while the aircraft's range allows airlines to connect distant cities without the need for refueling stops. The 737-800 has been used for many things, from passenger flights to carrying cargo. Its ability to be converted into a freighter has made it a valuable asset for cargo operators, enabling the transport of goods across long distances efficiently. This makes it one of the most common planes in the sky. Its widespread use is a testament to its reliability and the trust that airlines place in this model. Whether for commercial passenger service or cargo transport, the 737-800 has proven to be a workhorse of the aviation industry. The 737-800 in this incident was delivered to the airline in the early 2000s. Over the years, it has served the airline faithfully, completing numerous flights and transporting thousands of passengers safely to their destinations. It had flown many hours and completed many trips before that day. The aircraft's extensive flight history is a reflection of its durability and the rigorous maintenance protocols followed by the airline to ensure its continued airworthiness. It had regular maintenance checks and updates to meet safety rules. These checks are crucial for identifying and addressing any potential issues, ensuring that the aircraft remains in optimal condition for safe operation. Even though it had flown a lot, the plane was well maintained and in good condition before the incident. The airline's commitment to safety and maintenance played a significant role in keeping the aircraft operational and reliable over the years. Knowing about the Boeing 737-800 helps us understand how complex and reliable modern airplanes are. The engineering and technology that go into these aircraft are remarkable, showcasing the advancements in aviation over the decades. It also shows why thorough investigations are important for safety in the airline industry. Each incident provides valuable lessons that help improve safety standards and prevent future occurrences, ensuring the continued trust and confidence of the flying public. After the incident, recovery efforts started quickly. Teams worked hard to collect important evidence and help those affected. The investigation is trying to find the causes and prevent future crashes. Officials from different agencies expressed their sympathy and explained what they were doing. They promised to improve safety and make sure this never happens again. The public was shocked and angry. People held vigils and protests, demanding changes to aviation safety rules. Many wanted accountability and transparency in the investigation. As things calm down, the lessons from the incident will change aviation safety. New rules and technologies will be put in place to make flying safer. The tragedy reminded everyone how important it is to be careful and always improve safety in the airline industry.